I'm Vengeance. Part 2. What's going on, everyone? James here with some real news, and Batman fans, you're going to be excited with the headline we're about to dive into. Yes, a sequel is on the way. Now guys, before we get into all the news, the details, and speculation as to maybe who the big bad is, the next villain in Matt Reeves' Batman, hopefully, trilogy. If it is your first time here at the channel, welcome to Real James, where I love talking about movies and TV like this all the time. So if you don't want to miss out on any breaking news like this, go ahead and hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel, tap on the bell, and hit the thumbs up button if you are a big fan of the Batman, guys. I reviewed it here on the channel. It is a perfect superhero movie. I'm serious. And of course, get loud down below in the comments and let me know what you think of this sequel news. Now, this comes to us via Variety's Rebecca Rubin. The link is in the description. You guys, the Batman is officially getting a sequel, and I quote, "The Batman is getting a sequel." Well, I'm serious, I know I just said that. But it is with Robert Pattinson set to return as Gotham's fiercest defender. And the quote continues with, "Warner Brothers revealed its plans for another Caped Crusader story during its Tuesday evening presentation at CinemaCon, the annual trade show for theater owners. The Batman director Matt Reeves was on hand to announce the news that he will write the follow-up film." I'd imagine that means he's coming back to direct as well, but they didn't specify that in the article, and I looked around and couldn't find that either, so I'm hopeful. Yes, he's coming back to direct. This is Matt Reeves' baby, and I'm hoping it is going to be what looks like will be a trilogy for this Batman. I am just thrilled, but let's continue with the article. And I quote, "With $759 million to date at the global box office, The Batman is currently the highest grossing movie of the year. This film has been doing great on HBO Max, which is where you can watch this movie now if you do have the ad-free version. It is just an incredible feat. I love the fact that, I mean, The Batman did so well at the box office. It's a different brooding take on the hero. It is a detective story through and through with that first film, and now to see that we're getting a sequel, it's just music to my ears. But the big question, of course, on so many fans' minds and my own, is who will the villain be? Of course, there was a deleted scene that was released, that it was an official release too, not a leak, where we see Barry Keoghan playing the Joker, and that's crazy. Now, do I think they bring Barry Keoghan back for the Joker? I don't know if he'll be the main bad in the sequel. Maybe we get a mention, but it just doesn't seem like that's the direction it's going in. There might be two villains here, so let's say we get Joker, right? I do think Penguin's coming back here too. I think Colin Farrell will return and be possibly the main bad. Now here's the thing. Batman's rogues gallery is incredible, right? So what if they start pulling from a different direction? Maybe Mr. Freeze, right? That would be great. Poison Ivy would be even cool. I don't know, guys. It would just be so neat to see Matt Reeves' take on these villains. I mean, the Joker that we saw looked great. The prosthetics, the makeup work, to me it looked really sinister. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Matt Reeves will craft this sequel, which I'm so sure is already in pre-production. There's no way it's not. But unfortunately, there was no key art or footage or anything for the sequel shown at CinemaCon, and even if there was, we wouldn't be able to show it here because it is a closed event for those only in attendance. Between this, the Across the Spider-Verse news, there's so much breaking news, and I am so happy as a fan for both comic books and for superhero films alike. And honestly, you guys, that's about all the news we have for the Batman sequel. We don't have a release date yet. I will tell you I expect it maybe in the next couple of years, but you know Warner Brothers is going to give Matt Reeves a bigger budget than what we got in the Batman. The fact that Matt Reeves worked with what he did with the Batman, I think the budget for that was maybe like 100 mil, a little north of 100 mil. That is incredible for a superhero film, right? So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of budget he has in the sequel, but I'm so excited for more. Just please bring back Greg Fraser as cinematographer, please. So there you have it, you guys. That's the real news of the day. The Batman is confirmed to be getting a sequel. If you're excited for that, get loud again down below in the comments. And if you haven't already, hit the big red button below. Subscribe to the channel. Tap on that bell, yeah, because we got so much more coming. I mean, next week is going to be huge. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, if you didn't hear, it's a small film coming out next week, but my review will drop on Tuesday. I'm excited. Alrighty, y'all, again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you at the next screening. Vengeance.